Hi folks, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reviewing the Elite 7 Pro wireless earbuds from Jabra. And if you're looking for a great pair of earbuds for sport, calls and podcasts, these might just be for you. In this video, we're going to be unboxing, setting up and taking a listen to these true wireless earbuds from Jabra. And price aside, it's not too hard to tell from the name, they're going after some of the big names in this space. But can they compete? In this video, we'll be unboxing the headphones, running through setup, and then checking how they are in terms of fit, feel and sound. We'll also look how they stack up price-wise against some of their main competitors. So first up, let's get these unboxed. And the first thing you notice about this box is that it's super understated. And they say in the box that they've stripped all of their packaging back, leaving only what's needed to ensure the product is packaged safely. So everything in here is sustainable and recyclable, which I think is pretty impressive. And if we open up the box, we can see we've got a quick start guide telling us to download their app. We'll get into that in a second. In this bottom area, we have a small USB-A to USB-C cable and a pack of different earbud sizes. And up here, we have the charging case with the earbuds inside, and that's about it. There's some warranty information and instructions underneath, but yeah, they weren't kidding when they said everything had been pared down. So my first impression is what a very small case this is. It's lightweight, but it feels well made, and it has this combination glossy and matte effect with the material they've used. I think with it being black, it's probably going to show off lots of fingerprints, but there aren't many color options to choose from in this model. You've got titanium black, all black, which is this model, and then gold beige to choose from. Now the lid itself closes magnetically, and we can see it takes USB-C for fast charging, although you can place it on a wireless charging pad for a standard speed charge. And looking at the buds themselves, they're magnetically attached to the charging case and are really small and light. The manufacturers state these are just 5.4 grams each, so they're ultra compact and they're designed to fit comfortably, even for long listening sessions. And the first task is downloading the Sound Plus app from Jabra. Now, once downloaded, this will initiate Bluetooth pairing to the headphones and download any firmware updates to the device. This part took a little while and it kept failing, which was a little frustrating as some of the features weren't available until the update had finished. But just on Bluetooth, this comes with Bluetooth 5.2, and that means you can use the multi-point function in the Bluetooth settings that allows you to connect to two devices simultaneously and allows you to switch between them just as you need to. And that's it, we're all set up. So let's take a little look around the app before we try out the headphones. And we can see here, this is really full featured. You can customize all types of settings here in the earbuds. So direct from the app, you can see the battery status of the phones in the case. And then below this, we have sound modes. So you can customize the ANC and the hear through functions, or you can just turn them off. And below that we have the EQ settings, so you can just use the built-in presets here, or if you've got a particular preference, you can set them using the dials above, and then you can save your custom presets. And then at the bottom here, we've got a setting called Soundscape. So this is pretty cool if you're wanting to block out the noise, but don't really want to listen to music or podcasts. And maybe you've got a bunch of white noise settings here that you can play through your headphones, including nature, sounds and comfort. I think this is a really nice touch, and it's something I definitely use to help with focus when I'm working. So let's take a look at some of the other areas in the app, and customization is the name of the game here. You can play with pretty much any feature of how the earbuds work, from the commands that the buttons follow to the way that the audio is transmitted based on your hearing profile, the different levels of active noise cancellation, and even checking that the fit is correct. So even when you take calls via the earbuds, you can change how this works and whether you want to hear your voice or the way in which you'd like to hear the other person on your call. And so thinking about the fit and feel of these earbuds, I found that these work just fine for my shape of ear. And they're a bit fiddly to start with. You kind of twist them in like a corkscrew into your ear shape. I think these would do a really good job staying in place if you're doing anything active like running, sports, even things like yoga, cycling, gym sessions, that type of thing. I tried really hard to get them to fall out once they were in, and they were stuck like glue. There was no way they were going to fall out no matter how much I moved. And because they're so light, you don't really notice them in your ears. these are really comfortable to have in for extended listening sessions. And so on to sound. Let's start with the sound that's going into your ear. The overall sound packs a real punch. I tested this with a variety of different music types, as well as things like podcasts and audiobooks, and the dynamic range is excellent. On top of that, you can set your own EQ in the app, as we've seen, and more than that, the buds actually have this setting called My Sound, which automatically adjusts the sound to your unique hearing profile based on the shape of your ear. Now obviously it's really difficult to transmit what a set of in-ear headphones sound like over a video like this, but what I can say is that it's really impressive, and it's exactly what you'd expect for a set of headphones at this price point. If I was nitpicking, I would say that these headphones sound best when you're listening to music that's got lots of mid and low end. I found that some classic rock tracks sounded great, even at very high volumes, very little distortion at all. Stuff like dance music with lots of treble tended to get a little bit tinny when high volumes were applied. And I'm sure all of these things can be ironed out if you really mess around with the EQ settings, but those were my impressions straight out of the gate using some of the standard EQ profiles. Now, the active noise cancellation is genuinely excellent, and I love how you can customize how strong this effect is within the phone app. And part of this is the software, but it's also to do with how the headphones are placed in your ear. So even without the active noise cancellation switched on, they do a pretty good job of isolating you from any unwanted noises. And when you do want to hear what's going on around you, you can activate the hear through setting, and that way that uses the earbuds built-in microphones to transmit the sounds that are around you and make sure you can hear what's important. Now you can do this via the button of the phone or via the app. And then thinking about the sound that's going out, these earbuds have a technology built in called multi-sensor voice. Now, this combines 4 powerful microphones with an advanced sensor in each earbud. This means that you can use bone conduction technology to transmit your voice via vibrations in your jawbone. Now, this all happens automatically when certain conditions are present, so where it's very windy, for example, or there's lots of ambient noise, and this is designed to make sure the person on the other end of a call can hear you super clearly. So on to pricing. The Elite 7 Pros sit at the top of Jabra's wireless earbud range, and they retail at $199 sterling, although I have seen these available on Amazon and other retailers for a reduced cost for certain colour combinations. I've added a link in the description below if you want to snap these up at a reduced price. And although this isn't a comparison video, I would be silly not to compare these with my current wireless headphones of choice, which is the Apple AirPods Pro. And obviously there's a fairly big price difference here, but does that translate to a meaningful difference in quality between these two wireless headphones? And I've got to say, the Elite 7 Pros really punch above their weight here. Whilst the AirPods Pro are designed primarily to slot into anyone who's wedded to the Apple ecosystem, and that seamlessness is totally undeniable, the Elite Pros come with all of this customization, which just isn't present in the Apple product, at least not in the current generation. So there we have it. If you've got any questions about the Jabra Elite 7 Pro earbuds, let me know in the description below, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. Folks, if you enjoyed this, please let me know with a like, and if you'd like to see more like this, maybe even a cheeky subscribe. I'll see you next time.